that as much as Mnangagwa seemed to have scored at the parliament proceedings, and of course, bogus proceedings, I must undertake, the journey has not been finished. It's not yet clear. There is no clear cut. In fact, telling that things will end the same way. He is currently leading in terms of the implementation of the bill, but the bill is not yet a done deal. And I've seen a lot of people, even Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa, giving an impression that it's a done deal, but it's not yet a done deal. He has been warned by a retired military general, as well as also the parliament who betrayed the people of Zimbabwe. They have been warned. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So this is what retired Lieutenant General Winston Sikauke Mapranga has said post-parliament, rubber stamping the illegal constitutional amendment bill number 3 of 2026. It's not yet a done deal, as much as they're giving that impression. He says, fellow Zimbabweans, comrades, sons and daughters of the soil, I speak to you today not as a politician chasing votes or positions, but as an old soldier who has walked the long road of service. I carried arms in the liberation struggle. I buried comrades whose unmarked graves still cry out for the Zimbabwe we fought for. I have seen governments rise and fall, promises made and broken, and power changes hands in ways that tested the soul of our nation. Politics has no certainty, that is a truth etched in blood and experience. No seat is permanent, no term is guaranteed. No leader, however strong he feels today, can bend the arc of history to his personal will without consequences. The Constitution is not a garment to be altered whenever it pinches. It is the covenant we made with the poor, with the war dead, and with generations yet unborn. I have watched with heavy heart as some amongst us begin to count chickens before they are hatched. So that is what the retired military general is saying. At the moment, he has witnessed people counting chickens before they are hatched. That's a serious miscalculation to be done. He says celebrations are already being prepared. Songs of extended rule are being rehearsed. Advocates grow louder and praise singers louder, as if 2 more years or 5 or 10 can be snatched from the people's mandate by the stroke of a pen or the force of numbers in parliament. What did I say? That when it comes to the issues of succession, it's not about the stroke of a pen, it's not about the numbers in parliament. If ever Emerson Mnangagwa will win this one up to the end, then he would have broken the history of ZANU-PF. Will he do so? We are watching with keen interest. He says celebrating prematurely has its own consequences. History does not forget such arrogance. The people may be patient, but their patience is not endless. The soldiers who sought to defend the Constitution are watching. The veterans who sacrificed limbs and youths are watching. The young generation, tired of being fed empty slogans while their future is engaged, are watching. To those in power today, do not mistake silence for consent. Do not mistake discipline for weakness. The same forces are restored, that restored constitutional order in 2017 can remind us all that no individual is bigger than the nation. Withdraw this madness of constitutional amendments for personal extension. Serve your term with dignity. hand over power peacefully when the time comes. That is how legacies are built, not by clinging, but by knowing when to step aside. Zimbabwe belongs to all of us, not to one man, not to one faction, not to those who confuse state institutions with their personal property. We remain ready to defend the gains of the liberation struggle, not with arms this time, but with unwavering commitment to truth, to the Constitution, and to the will of the people. The struggle continues. Retired Lieutenant General Winston Sikauke Mapranga, patriotic son of the soil, war veteran, servants of the people, and he posted also a poster written, "Attention, all MPs and senators, danger." He just wrote that. So this comes as Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. And then also, let me look at the comment section. A few people who have commented. Mkondo Socha says, it does not understand dialogue. He only understands violence and force. Enough of warnings. We have given him 100 warnings, but he is still pushing ahead with his kingdom creation. If his plan sails through, he will eliminate all generals and some MPs who voted for him. Tony Nyati says, tweeting alone will not help without strategy and approach, Madala. So people are definitely losing patience. But as I said, the problem is with Zimbabweans handing over the task of freeing themselves to just a selective retired military generals alone. It must be underscored that this should be a collective effort. So in my view, I don't think it's over. Mnangagwa has always scoring, but the race is not yet over. Runners are still running, and as you can see, the parliament it concluded its processes, but it's yet to go to Senate and come back also to parliament before being assented by Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. So there is no clear cut actually comfort zone for all the factions that are involved in this. As I keep on repeating, if pen and paper can determine the issues of transition, then it means, or actually succession, it means Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa will be the first ZANU-PF leader to ever achieve this. He has crossed many red lines, and already the processes that are in parliament at the moment, it's further. Zimbabweans are angry. I can attest to you. People are so disappointed. But it is people again with the power and the capacity to stop this madness. There is absolutely no one who will free Zimbabwe except the people of Zimbabwe. If the people of Zimbabwe decides to say we are standing, of course, the generals have an upper hand because they put this Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, so they how to activate the means of dealing with Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. As some are saying, we've been hearing a lot of statements, but this is what was happening also in 2017. A lot of, in fact, the process of removing Robert Gabriel Mugabe, it began with Cholocho declaration. It took some years. Some comrades fell alongside those who wanted to remove him. They suffered many blows, but it was eventually done. For Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, we are not yet at 2028. And I think the struggle goes on. I'm not saying we'll fight until 2028, but if at the moment he gets away with it, it's not going to be easy for him. And I can attest, because you can't have a leader advancing his narrow personal political interest while the Zimbabweans are suffering. People are suffering. People are suffering, and the people will arise on their own and defend themselves. In fact, it's not yet over. The ball is still rolling, and that process which transpired in Parliament is not actually determined. It's not a determining factor. It is historically not determined the issues of succession. Without preempting more, I think the ball is still rolling. Those who are celebrating, and they are doing so prematurely. In fact, they have been celebrating before parliamentary processes began. The celebration started long ago, and these people are giving a brave face. They want to be believed, even though they know that it won't be as easy as they anticipate, and underestimate retired military generals at your own peril. And I will keep on repeating that statement as much as people actually get it. Already, we are not far away. We are not far away from actually this matter being concluded. Will it be concluded in the interest of the people of Zimbabwe, or in the interest of Emerson Mnangagwa? How can one man hold Zimbabweans at ransom? We can only say in Ndebele, inkonkoni yajama. Khona sake sibone. We are yet to see what exactly will happen. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the subscribe button so that when I come through with more, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okancubu Mhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the side of the live broadcast as I give you more.